All right, what's up, y'all? I actually had to do a little bit of research on this, man, because one, I'm not a design student or a design graduate, and I'm not an art graduate. So seeing the name Bauhaus basically brings a lot to my mind in regard to Eddie Wong's restaurant. And there's a lot of other stuff that pops into my head when I think Bauhaus. But when I think design, I think like architecture. So I was like, all right, let me take a minute and do some research. And instead of me running my mouth and sitting here and not showing you the shoe, and you're looking at me talk about this thing, I'm going to pull this out and I'll hold it up because it features basically two of my favorite technologies in the shoe. And I know for a fact I've seen that design before, but I'm going to read what Mark Wilson from Fast Company wrote about the shoe. And that will help us all kind of understand what is going on with the design and why Nike, or why this is dubbed Bauhaus. Bauhaus, which celebrated its 100-year anniversary this year, was a school that brought us the foundational philosophies to modern buildings and industrial design. The well-known mantra, form follows function. It also pushed the bounds of color theory, proposing a mix of warm and cool tones and championing graphical abstraction over a presentation. Now, that's from Mark Wilson at Fast Company. You can go to the website. I'll put the link down here in the description so you can go and read this yourself, because it goes on to discuss why Nike chose this 100-year anniversary of Bauhaus. I'll go ahead and read it. Bauhaus is... The shoe heralds the 100th anniversary of the Bauhaus's founding by recalling the school's formal studies of asymmetrical balance, according to Nike. That's what Nike says. Now, I could have probably gone to the Nike website, but since I'm giving a shout out to Fast Company, it is what it is. Let's get to the breakdown of the shoe, and that way we can dive in, and I don't have to keep moving it around. You guys are like, you're moving it too fast. You're not showing it to us. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. But the first thing I'm going to do is come back, drop it into the box, and start, like we always do, with the box itself, which we've seen the Air Max 270 box, and they did not create a different box for the 270 React. I just made a post on LinkedIn talking about the Air Max 270 React, and here we go, Air Max 270 React, and the color is Phantom University Gold. That's the Bauhaus. We have our RFID and our QR code, which I'm going to scan for us, so give me a second. But the shoe remains at $150, which is a smart thing because you're combining two technologies, React and 270. One's performance, one is just lifestyle, and React can be considered lifestyle because most people don't run in it. The shoe is incredible, man. The style code AO4971-002, style code. The UPC for the size 11, 193-145-537. 552, and there's a 16. Interestingly enough, the shoe just released on the day that Nike is giving their quarterly report for the end of the quarter, so they'll be doing their full year report as well. And this is the beginning of Nike's 2020. All right. A lot of people don't get that. They're like, man, Nike starts in the middle of the year. Yeah, Nike starts in this is quarter one for Nike starting right now. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. You guys that are into the business side of things. But let's go and scan this. Take our Google Pixel. Google should pay me for this, right? I shouldn't even said what the name of the phone was because it doesn't matter. They're not paying me. So let's get ready to scan the QR code. See if we can do this like that. Bam. And we got our scan in. And I make sure to do that so you guys can know I'm not just talking and saying anything. And I'm browsing the website. And it takes us to unlock, and then it takes us to the app. So they're not giving us any information in regard to the QR code. It simply wants you to go inside of their digital platform and become a Nike Plus member. And to get this shoe today, you had to be a Nike Plus member. All right. So there we go. Let's move on from that and take that QR code, and we'll go back and get rid of this. Boom. I'm going to put this down. Now let's get to the shoe because that's 4 minutes in and I'm talking and you guys don't get to see the shoe. QC stamp and sticker, of course we do. Have both. And the QC sticker is QC Pass G-17. QC stamp is 040319-073. 040319. Let's see if I'm right. 040319, because it's really squiggly, weird. Boom. In the back of the tongue also has the QR code, right? But we're not worried about that. We're going to the dates here. 01/16/19 to 03/22/19, 03/22, 04/03. Right on time, man. So Nike's producing and getting the shoes turned around, QC stamp. This is made in Vietnam, and that's important because we know with the tariff situation, we're running into a lot of problems. In the 50s and 60s, man, you saw a lot of Bauhaus art, or this kind of style, in homes that were made, architecture and painting. So you see these kind of colors and these logos. Now I'm talking and I'm like, yeah, I do remember Bauhaus. I feel kind of dumb for saying I didn't at the beginning. But hey, at least Fast Company got a little bit of love. This has this dad shoe aesthetic, doesn't it? And I'm trying to remember what shoe looks like this. And right now it just kind of slips my mind. I'm trying to think of what shoe looks like this. These overlays, there's this weird kind of, it's not exactly a mesh. Let me move my finger and see if that goes into focus. These are kind of nubuck overlays, very thin nubuck overlays on top of what almost feels like a, it's not a mesh. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to look it up so I can tell you guys. But the molding around the shoe is one of these times where you see a more sculpted React cushioning. But all of this is React cushioning. And then you have the Lifestyle Giant 270 bubble in the back. So it's the blending of two different technologies. Think about this. Those of you who are still watching this far into the video. Since 2017, Nike has released Vapor Max, Vaporfly 4%, 270, 720, React, and this entire time Adidas has released Bounce, Boost, and Light Strike. And I can almost guarantee that most of you guys that are watching this video don't know what Light Strike is. Nike innovates constantly innovates. And when you have a company doing that, it becomes really hard for everyone else to catch up. Really hard. That's it. I'm going to wrap this video up. Hopefully you guys stayed that long. Appreciate everybody, new subscribers, everybody else. Anything you want me to look at or talk about, man, you guys let me know. Leave a comment or just hit me up by email. And I'm trying to improve everything and get a lot faster. See you guys on the next one.